Hey everyone. Today I will be busting 40 myths in GPO. Alright, myth number 1. Can two people pick up a fruit at the same time? So I got two of my accounts here. Let's try to pick up the fruit simultaneously. It didn't work. I only got the fruit on my left account. Let's give it another try. I guess that makes this myth busted. Alright, myth number 2. Can you stack fruits on top of each other?
Bruh.
Why are these guys falling over?
Hell no.
Let's try with a bit more flat fruits. They fall into each other, so. Myth 3. Apparently, according to the GPO wiki, the text inside a trading sign is compatible with HTML color codes. So let's give it a try. It seems like it actually works. This means you can create some really cool signs like these. That makes this myth. Myth 4. Sandals should have a very big range. Let's try to hit the target at 2000 studs. Dang, it actually reached here. Let's try 2500 studs this time. Wow, it reached again. Let's give it one final try of 3000 studs. This is actually crazy. That makes this myth. Myth 5. Can Buddha and Venom transformation stack on top of each other? Let's try to get on top of each other. Anyways, let's stack on each other. It seems you walk through each other without collisions. So this myth is. Myth 6. Berry sphere can cancel Buddha transformation. Alright, I have berry eaten on my other account. Let's see if I can transform inside. It was kinda working, but it says ceiling is too low. Let's try again, but with higher stats in Barry, so the sphere is bigger. Okay, I put 1000 points in my Barry. Let's try again now. It still doesn't work. It doesn't let me transform. Let me try to Berry sphere as I'm transforming. Maybe that works. Hey damn, I'm inside now. I guess if you time it right, you can transform inside the sphere. But since that will not happen most likely, so this myth is. Myth 7. Can you take the heart of a sea beast kraken with control fruit? Alright, let's spawn a sea beast on my other account. And use the R skill of control on it. Oh dang, it worked. I got his heart. Let's see if we can crush it. It's actually working. Let's see if it also works for the finisher variant. Wow, it also works for the finisher. So this myth is. Myth 8. Sea beast is stronger than kraken. Alright, before doing this myth, let me know in the comments which one you think is stronger. Personally, I think kraken is stronger, but we will see. We are both resetting, so they target each other. Alright, let me speed this up for you. I had hope, but it wasn't even close. Myth 9. Is there a sky limit? Alright, let's Geppo upwards until I get bored.
A few moments later.
So I Geppoed for like 20,000 studs. It seems like there is no sky limit. So this myth is. Myth number 10. Using Hollow's Fang Shadow skill. then changing to another sword keeps the shadow still there. Alright, let's place the shadow here first. Now let's switch to another sword. It works. The shadow didn't disappear. It's even copying my movements. So this myth is Myth 11. Prestige weapons deal more damage than its regular version. Let's see if PCC deals more damage or CC. I will be conducting this test with 200 mastery and sword. So 16 per M1 on the PCC. Our skill deals 43 damage. Now time for the CC. Regular CC also deals 16 damage. Also 43 damage on the R skill for CC. I tested this also for PFL. It gave the same result. That makes this myth. Myth 12. Candy cane heal is HP percent based instead of sword stats. I'd round myself to see how much I would heal on low, mid, and high HP.
How are you? I am under the water.
For the first test I went with low HP. This gave me 64 HP. 38 HP on mid health. 8 HP on high health. Then I tested whether increasing sword stats also increases the amount of HP you heal. As you can see 64 health with low health again. So sword stats don't impact how much you heal, but rather the percent HP you have left of your full HP. That makes this myth. Myth 13. Inferno rocket blade does more damage the more HP you have. Alright, I have 1k HP as you can see. Let's see how much damage the R skill deals. Who even has time to wait for this weapon to charge honestly?
2 very boring minutes later. Many minutes later. 2 hours later.
It did 1001 damage exactly. Now let's try it with almost 2x as much HP.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
This time it did slightly more damage. Even though it was just a little bit more, it still means. Myth 14. Does holding down W and S at the same time while Geppoing make you Geppo higher? Alright, let's do normal Geppo first. It took 4 Geppos to get up here. Now let's hold down W and S. This took only 2 if you don't count the last one, so. Myth 15. You can place bamboo mines in water as sea mines. Let's try to place them on the edge of the shore first. The indicator goes over the water, it might work. Alright, let's try to step on them. Oh well, it doesn't work I guess. Let's try to place them in the water this time. This time you can see the indicators on the ground. And yeah, it deals damage when stepped on it. But these aren't really sea mines, since they are not floating. That makes this myth. Myth 16. 2 light users flying towards each other collide.
3, 2, 1, go!
We missed each other. Wait, let's redo that. Alright, second try. Yeah, we flew right through each other. That makes this myth. Myth 17. Picker can pick up someone when flying. Alright, let's press VNT at the same time. It kinda glitched out, but then didn't work. I think they patched this, because it used to work before. Anyways, this myth is. Myth 18. Does the physical fruit of mochi make a sound when you're holding it? Let's turn the game audio up for this first. As you can hear, it has some sound indeed, so this myth is. Myth 19. You can make a barrel movable using a hoverboard. So for this myth we will place a barrel on the hoverboard first. Now when we despawn the hoverboard, The barrel should be movable. Yes, as you can see it moves now when I walk against it. That makes this myth. Myth 20. The shovel is still usable in game. To be fair, I have never actually used this tool. I'm pretty sure you had to dig up some little sandhills in Town of Beginnings.
2 hours later.
After checking the whole island, I couldn't find a single one. It is not even on sale at the shop where it used to be. I think they might have removed it from the game entirely. You are basically digging air at this point. Anyways, this myth is. Myth 21. Haki V2 on katana swords is visible while being invisible with suke. Alright, let's start off by eating the suke fruit. As you can see, my Haki still looks visible. It's also visible from someone else's POV. However, when I change to a non-katana sword, it's no longer visible when I'm invisible. And as you can see, that's also the case from someone else's POV. So this myth is. Myth 22. Suke invisible cannot be detected by observation Haki. Alright, I will go invisible on my other account. Let's see how it looks without observation Haki first. As you can see, it's impossible to see a suke user when he is invisible.
Whoa.
Let's try this time with observation Haki on. As you can see, there is a little head that is still visible. So this myth is. Myth 23. Barrier is able to deflect ship cannonballs and weapon shots. So I switched my fruit to barrier. Let's test if we can deflect weapon shots first. As you can see, the gunshots are getting deflected. Let's test with bazooka as well. Yeah, this one also gets deflected. Let's test with the cannonballs as well. They also get deflected by Barry. The same happens for the shotgun cannonballs. So this myth is. Myth 24. Barry has no collisions inside the safe zone. So apparently you should be able to walk through Barry skills inside the safe zone. Yes, I just walked through the stairs. You can also enter the berry sphere with no problem. A cool thing I found is when you create the sphere partly inside safe zone and partly not. This allows you to walk in from the safe zone side, but not from the other side. It's kinda a one-way only entrance. Anyways, this myth is. Myth 25. Barry can block Sea Beast and Kraken attacks. Alright, let's see if the E skill can block the attacks. It seems that the wall is useless against his attacks. The sphere, however, is blocking all its attacks. The sphere is the only skill that can block its attacks, while the other skills are useless. So yeah, I would say this myth is both. Myth 26. You can grip a Yomi user before he resurrects. Alright, let's activate the skill first, and then reset, while my other account is spamming grip. It didn't work. Let's try again. Maybe I was too slow. I guess that makes this myth. Myth 27. Yomi can eat a fruit while being a skeleton. I still have the Yomi from the previous dare. Let's see what happens when I eat a new fruit. But first, let's eat a dark root to remove Yomi. Okay, I didn't die. Let's see if we can eat Gomu now. Wow, it worked while we are a skeleton. Oh lol, we even got Gomu arms now. All skills are working fine, except Gatling. That one is bugged for some reason. Anyways, this myth is Myth 28. You can fly in a zipline. I have a Zushi fruit. Let's see if I can get on the zipline while flying. Oh dang, it's working. Let's test it with Merifly too. It works here too. So. Myth 29. Zushi can take a chunk out of barrier's material to fly with it. Alright, let's try it on a berry sphere first. Wow, it seems to be working. Next up, let's try it on a berry wall. It took the white stripe of the wall as material. That's pretty cool. That makes this myth. Myth 30. Gomu has immunity against Goro just like in the anime. If you have watched One Piece, you know that Goro doesn't work on Luffy. Let's see if the same applies in the game. As you can see, I took damage. Meaning it's not canon. I guess that makes this myth. Myth 31. Buggy has immunity against all swords just like in the anime. Alright, so first up let's test Candy Cane. Strangely he got guard broken, but he is immune against the M1s, so yeah. He is also immune against Cupid one's M1s. The skill deals damage, but that's not really a sword attack. Same for Iceborne Blade.
Many minutes later.
Basically, after testing every sword in my inventory, most sword skills work on Buggy, but no sword can M1 him. Even weapons that are technically not swords like flowers, gauntlet or elo hammer. Even start gun can't M1 Buggy. So yeah, this myth is definitely Myth 32. YouTube title gives 25% more drop chance. For a long time people believe that CC title gives 25% drop chance and other perks. It even said this on the GPO wiki. So let's check if this is actually true. So as you can see, you only get anonymous mode in BR. This makes this myth. Myth 33. If you use black leg Haki and change to Roku, you still keep the Haki on your leg. Alright, let me get black leg first. Okay, let's get Roku now. As you can see, I have Haki activated on my legs. Let's get Roku now. Okay, as you can see, I still have the Haki on my legs. So. Myth 34. Changing your Windows time makes fruit spawn faster with All-Seeing Eye. Alright, as you can see, according to All-Seeing Eye, a fruit will spawn in 44 minutes. Let's see if that changes when I change my time. Okay, I changed it. Let's check how long is left now. It's 43 minutes, so it didn't change. That makes this myth. Myth 35. If you go really high with Kilo and drop it one shots. Let me first put all of my stats in Devil Fruit. Alright, let's fly up now.
2 hours later.
I think I'm high enough now. Only 320 damage. That's actually so bad. I wasted my fruit for this garbage. Well, anyways. Myth 36. Using a Sex and Z skill on True Demon Baal makes it flung really high in the air. Alright, let's see if this works. First try. It didn't work. Second try. It worked long. One more try.
Help me! Help!
Anyways, this myth is Myth 37. You can change Tori half form color by turning kraken armor vanity on and off. So I need to go in half form and then play with the vanity of kraken armor. Nothing changed. The color is still the same. I guess that makes this myth. Myth 38. You can ride a Karoo in Buddhaful form. So I saw this video on TikTok where this Buddha is riding a Karoo. It looks really funny. So let's try to do it as well. I'm not sure how to do it, so let's just try to transform then walk into the Karoo. This doesn't really seem to work. Let's try to sit and transform at the same time, maybe that works. It didn't work. I might be doing it wrong, or they might have patched this, but for now this myth is. Myth 39. Tori full form can out-heal water. Alright, let me transform, and then take a dip in the water. So as you can see I'm not able to out-heal the water. That makes this myth. Myth 40. Is the GPO update real? To know whether this myth is real, I have to ask a GPO admin.
The One Piece is real!